All right, let's try part 2. Little place called Vertigo. Ta ta ta. Do. All right. Gerald Whitworth, are you back with me? Gerald Whitworth, are you back with me? And Paul Oakley, back and ready. I lost Twitch and Facebook. I know it. That was weird. I lost Twitch and Facebook. I think I'm back. Jim B got the Slayer box. We've had some major connection problems tonight. Very unfortunate. Sad but true. Very unfortunate. Big nights always are the worst connections. Sad but true. Okay. Slayer Repentless is sold to Hiram. Okay. And Bradley Smith got Testament. Yes. Okay. So I'm waiting for 2 people. Make sure before I can sell something. I got to make sure Gerald and Paul, and then let's keep going through these. I think I got Slayer Repentless. Well, the feed crashed. That's going to be hard to determine because Facebook and YouTube went offline. The first person I can see is Hiram. And who is Crushman 70? Sorry, that's a weird thing that happened. Okay. Propane. The Truth Hurts. Overkill Taken Over. Overkill Fill the Fire. Sepultura Under Siege. Some kind of single. King Diamond Abigail 2. And King Diamond The Eye. Vinyl Paul is Paul Oakley. Okay, I think we still don't have Gerald Whitworth. I'm going to go ahead and tag this to Paul Oakley for $80. If that turns out to be a problem come invoicing, I'll reach out to you and we'll work something out. But technically, you had a bid in, but he might have got off after he thought he won it, so that could cause a problem later. So, anyways. Okay, here's some cassettes. I'm going to reduce, because if these don't sell tonight, I'm reducing them. They were $9. I'm going to go ahead and reduce these to $6.99. I'm going to go ahead and reduce these to $6.99. And I'm going to post them in the morning for $6.99 in a Facebook post. So you might want to claim these now because you know they're going to get grabbed in the Facebook post. These are $6.99. Whitesnake self-titled. Ace Frehley Live +1. Another Whitesnake self-titled. Whitesnake Come and Get It and Wings Greatest Hits. Those are all $6.99. Also $6.99 is Quiet Right Mental Health, Quiet Right Condition Critical, Poison Flesh and Blood, Triumph Classics, Queen News of the World, and Queen's Rock Here in the Now Frontier. Those are all $6.99. Chad Victor made a Slayer claim shortly after the box set sold. You can give him repentless if that's what he was claiming. It's fair. Okay, so this is sold. Hiram's going to vouch this over to Victor Guerra. Victor, he said you can't have Slayer for $9.99, okay? Poison is sold to X-Wing for $6.99. Thank you on that. Late night CDs, we're pretty much done with vinyl. I'm trying to keep everybody around. We didn't even get through all the auctions tonight, especially the bonus stuff. We're going to have another big night tomorrow. I'm going to photograph some of this stuff and get it advertised. You can expect another full-length, crazy show again tomorrow. But right now, here's some great metal CDs, though. I mean, some of these are awesome for $9.99. Megadeth, Rust in Peace. Megadeth, So Far So Good So What? Megadeth, Peace Sells But Who's Buying? Megadeth, Killing Is My Business. King Diamond, A Dangerous Meeting. King Diamond, Conspiracy. King Diamond, Abigail. That's the classic. I like that one. King Diamond, Them. And Megadeth, Sympathy of Destruction. Sympathy. Symphony. That is a 4-track single. 3-track. $9.99 on those. Megadeth, King Diamond, King Diamond, King Diamond, King Diamond, Megadeth, 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 Megadeth. Great CDs here. These will sell on a Facebook post for sure. Y'all know that. You're just getting first dibs before anybody else. Take advantage. All right, here's some more cassettes for $6.99. More cassettes for $6.99. I have Steelheart self-titled, Pink Floyd Relics, Scorpion Savage Amusement, Scorpions Love at First Sting, Whitesnake Live in the Heart of the City, Poison Native Tongue, Poison Opens Up and Say Ah, Scorpions Blackout, and The Best of Vandenberg. The Best of Vandenberg. Victor Guerra on Abigail. Cool song on there. The 17th of July, 1777. All Metallicas. Did you mean all Megadeths, John Kaiser? And by the way, we do have a new cassette. This one's $19.99. This is new and sealed. It's $19.99. It's a new cassette of Testament Souls of Black on a red cartridge. That's $19.99. We ordered 10 of those. We've sold 4. I have 6 left if anybody wants those. And then I think he wants all Megadeth CDs, not Metallica, right? I think he meant Megadeth, but we'll find out. All right. And then back to CDs. All right, here's some more for $9.99. These are all $9.99. White Zombie, Astro Creep 2000. Can't sell that one for $9. I'll show it to you in just a second. Propane, Act of God. Slayer, Christ Illusion. Slayer, Diabolus and Musica. Slayers, again, Undisputed Attitude. And Slayer, Divine Intervention. So all the Megadeths sold to John Kaiser for $9.99 each. There's 1. King Diamond. Okay, and then there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. Thank you, Mr. Kaiser. Mr. Kaiser. Rom bum bum bum. Beep bum 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 bum. Dum da 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 dum. Mr. Kaiser. Shoop ba ba ba. That's Ozzy, Mr. Crowley, but I changed the lyrics. Slayer. Propane, White Zombie. Mr. Crowley. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Mr. Crowley. King Diamond, House of God. Overkill Live. King Diamond, Voodoo. Carnivore, Retaliation. Overkill, WFO. Testament, The Ritual. Testament, The Apocalyptic City. Testament, Low. And here's some kind of Slayer. I don't know what this is. It's wrapped in plastic. It kind of looks like it's bloody. I don't know. Some kind of bloody Slayer looking thing. $9.99. That's a good way to describe it. Chad, what do you got there? Some kind of bloody Slayer looking thing. All right, here's some more $6.99er cassettes. Breaker, $6.99er. We have The Best of Joe Walsh. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder. That might be part 2. That might be a double cassette. That might be half of it. Warrant, Dog Eat Dog. The Final Cut. White Line Pride. Twisted Sister, Under the Blade. Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. Winger. And Van Halen, 5150. First is O Live. Overkill Live, sold for $9.99 to Jay Nutria. Does Bloody Slayer have a title? You know, I really can't make anything out. Let me, almost want to take, I mean, somebody's wrapped it in plastic. This isn't original. It's not going to harm it to take it out unless it's like leaking blood or something. Here, let me take it out of this. That's just been a sleeve. Ooh. Yeah, it does kind of look bloody. Seasons in the Abyss. Promotion copy, not for sale. Boy, I bet that's a good price on that. $9.99. If you don't want it, Jim B, Victor Guerra does. Some kind of promotional Slayer CD there. Well, that took care of it for a long time. Look at all the wear on the plastic. That's why I say invest in sleeves. You'll wish you did. Testament, Overkill, Carnivore, King Diamond, and King Diamond. Oh, man. I wish I had my chapstick. I have no idea where it is. My lips are throbbing. I put on chapstick 20 times a night. When I got here today, I was pulled in about 5 different directions. And my keys are somewhere. I don't even know where my wallet is. Wherever my wallet is where my keys are. And my chapstick. Let me walk up here and see if I can find it. There's my keys. Let me take those up front before they get I don't usually lose my keys but when I got here today, everything was a mess. There was so much stuff going on. My lips are throbbing. It's not right there. There it is. Oh, I found it. I found my wallet and my chapstick. There's one thing a man needs in life. And that's his wallet and his chapstick. Sorry for the delay, guys. I had to get... I feel so much better now. All right. Jim B says he'll take it. No telling what that's worth. $9.99, so to Jim B. Okay. All right. Few more in here. White Zombie, $9.99. Death, Spiritual Healing, $9.99. Overkill, $9.99. Overkill, $9.99. Overkill, $9.99. And King Diamond, Fatal Portrait. I think that's one of their other best ones, too. So King Diamond, Overkill, Overkill, Overkill. The Overkills are, that's Years of Decay. That one's called Under the Influence and From the Underground and Below. So metal CDs on Metal Night. We just went through a pretty good tub there. FYI. I have 2 more down in here to show you. And then let me knock out some more cassettes. This is Propane Round 6. And then this is a Megadeth promo. Yeah. Skin of my teeth. Megadeth promo, skin of my teeth. $9.99 on that one. Mr. Crowley. And 007 wants Megadeth. All right. Oh, gosh. Did y'all hear that? Oh. Man, I need a new spine. Okay. So, anybody want to make an offer on that Alice in Chains Jar of Flies box? Let me pull it up on Discogs, and let's figure out a price that works for somebody. And the AC/DC box, and that Black Sabbath Super Deluxe of Live Evil, okay? And then let me look over here and see what I didn't get to and see if anybody wants to go ahead and buy them now for minimum bids. Okay? So, no bid slaughter wildlife. Somebody already bought it for $175. I already sold that for $175. But thank you for the interest. Yeah, somebody bought that not too long after it didn't get a bid. Alice in Chains. I could have swore the last couple we sold for around $500, and we priced that. I told them to price that one today $495. But no one has shown any interest. Maybe I'm off on my pricing. I could have swore we sold those last. I could be off. I'm not too far off. Last sold $450 and $400. I mean, I was a little high, but I'm not too far off. They last sold $450 and $400, and that hadn't been too long ago. That was like last week and 2 weeks ago. So Kaiser, I need a bump. Actually, a pretty big bump. Yeah, $495, that is high. Maybe I was thinking $395 at one point. Yeah, I think I got my hundreds mixed up. Okay, I can't wait to start selling some of the autograph stuff we just got authenticated. That's going to be fun. Any more cassettes? Let me skip these down. Now, if somebody likes metal and you like metal CDs, here's your chance. And I think there's a couple box sets back here I didn't get to. Yeah, it's the jar with the Jar of Flies. Yeah. Let me show off tonight's no bids. There's actually several. There's several no bids tonight. If anybody wants a bundle on these metal CDs, you know, is Propane Poindexter a claim, or is that just a random statement? Here's tonight's vinyl no bids. Slipknot, Antennas to Hell, a 2012 German compilation, VG, $75. Some of these sealed have sold for as much as $406. That's not a cheap record. Slipknot, $75. Rough House, an 88 USOG, $25. And then the Wild Side was an unofficial red and blue vinyl, the Wild Side. Red and blue vinyl, that's $35. Okay? And then let's show this other handful of cassettes right quick. Whoa, let me slide these over. Okay, and there's those. All right. So next, it's a claim, Propane Poindexter. There's something called Propane Poindexter. Profits. Propane Poindexter. Really? I don't see any one called Poindexter. I feel like I would remember that name, Poindexter. Are you sure? All right, and then the box set no bids. This one I think was a steal, or it's just it's a really good value. It's a Black Sabbath Live Evil Super Deluxe for $75. Where's Solarplex Studios at? He's supposed to be the Black Sabbath buyer, or I mean the box set buyer. There was a bunch of propanes. That's why maybe you've confused me. That I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 different propane CDs. Hiram Aponte gets Black Sabbath for $75. Okay, thank you. Oh, Costanza looks like Poindexter. Well, I don't know who Poindexter is. The only guy, Solar isn't feeling too good today. Text him early. Oh man, well he missed out on box set night. You'll have to tease him. You'll have to tease him. Here's that AC/DC box I've shown a million times. Guess we're just going to have to find the right person with the right offer. It does have damage. This lid is nearly impossible to get back on here flush. There's something that's holding it up. Okay, you got to kind of stick your finger up in there. That's the key, okay? Don't take that out of context. That's at $300. Okay. And then Chris Reddings offered 17 on Rough House and 27 on Wild Side. Sold. These are sold to Chris Reddings for 17 and 27. All right, thank you, Chris. All right. And then here is the big one of the night. Here's my price. It's based on what I'm seeing on Discogs. $395. I'll take $395 for it. And look, the jar still lights up. $395. We'll buy that. I was a little high originally. That was me guessing, though. Don't guess. This stuff's too serious to guess at. 11 different propane CDs, $77. $77. Slipknot, $50. So did Jim B. A steal. An absolute theft of a price. $395 on Alice in Chains. It's like tricolored vinyl, I think, which is pricey just in itself. Surely somebody needs an Aussie rubber ducky. I need to put price tags on these. Aussie rubber duckies are $24.99. They're called tubs. I've got 4 of them in stock. Hopefully here in a minute, I'm going to say I have 0 in stock. So here comes the rooster. Oh, yeah. Ozzy. Let's put him up there. All right. And I need GMB guts. I wanted to offer 50 for like an hour, didn't it? You got to have guts in this business, Matt. I mean, X-Wing. You got to have guts in this business. Jim B thinks I'm a funny guy. Funny how? What am I, a clown? Do I amuse you? No, you said it, Jim B. What's so funny about me? Oh, whoa. Hold on a minute, Tanner. Jim B's a big guy. He can handle himself. You said it. What is so funny about me? What, the way I talk? 1 propane, 2 propane, 3 propane. King Diamond, Overkill, Speedball, Testament, Misfits, Metallica. Speedball, Propane, Overkill. What do I amuse you? Overkill, Merciful Fate, Propane. Unbelievable. All right. First, let me take this stack in here. Make a mortal man. In control. Okay, and then propane bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's actually 12. 12, and I'm going to sell them to you for $66. 12 propanes for $66. Da-dun-dun, da-dun-dun. You take a propane CD, da-dun-dun, and you bundle it to sell. Da-dun-dun. Don't break the oath is sold to Darren Ray, Merciful Fate. Sell it. $9.99. I sent to CZ. You sent me an email? I didn't check my email in 48 hours probably. I didn't do it. I didn't look at emails yesterday. Huh. You probably went to spam, Jim B. Honestly. You probably went to my spam. Testament the Ritual. Okay. Testament the Ritual. Sold to Kenny Roll. The jewel case is cracked, Kenny. That's okay. There it is. Yep, you're top of my spam. Ha! Man. I'll look at those next week. I'll take a look at those next week, Jim B. He was top. My spam folder had a download. I hadn't clicked on that in a long time. I didn't have to. I found you, though. I'll take a look at it next week. Get back with you. Okay. Next. Yeah, I'll get back with you in a few weeks on that. Yeah, my people will talk to you for me, okay? I don't know who you think you are sending me emails. What do you think? I'm some kind of clown? I'm here for your amusement. Okay, now we had one of these earlier tonight we sold. Here's another one for $125. No domine. No domanana. No domini. Dominini. No domanini. No domanina. Headless cross, tier, cross purposes, and forbidden. Headless cross, tier, cross purposes, and forbidden. Sealed, $125. Second one we've had tonight. We had one earlier, open near mint. This one is sealed. No domine. No domine. Okay. All right. Here's another box set we didn't get to. You can buy it now, right now, for $100. Metallica. Hardwired, $100. Nice. Got the buttons, the vinyl. There's the CD, the art prints. There it is. Metallica, $100. Is Facebook hung up again? Or is this everybody? There's only 59 people watching, so, and that's probably a pretty accurate number because I had to reset the feed, so that's actually probably pretty accurate. Rob Fordham says he'll take Metallica. Great. Y'all are getting to buy some stuff now before it hits auction, just FYI. So, stuff I didn't get to tonight. That's sold. Rare indie CDs. I know what we got. We got lights. We got lights. When the lights go down in the city, sun shines on the bay. I'll be running down here in my city. Whoa. How wild is Jeff Brent going to be when he sees this? This has been sitting behind me for 2 days in a box. How psychotic is Jeff Brent about to be when he sees this? How does this guy's going to absolutely lose his mind? These have been sitting in a box behind me for 2 days. Oh my gosh. He's probably just going to absolutely lose his cool. So I have a pre-order. Now I'm going to make sure everybody gets one before Jeff, just to keep it fair. Just to keep it fair, I got to make sure everybody gets one before Jeff. Like, we're going to ship them and make sure everybody gets them and post pictures, and then we're going to ship Jeff's. All right, so here's everybody that gets one. How many do I have? They shipped me 15. So I got 15. 15. Jeff Brent wanted 8. Okay. So the first 8 go to Jeff Brent RTO. Then Stephen Coca, George Jones, Rob Fordham. Okay. So that's 11. 9, 10, 11. I have 4 left. 15, 4. Yeah. Make sure I didn't miss any other comments over here is what I'm looking at. Stephen Coca, George Jones, Rob Fordham, and then Jeff Brent gets 8 of them. He gets 8 of them, folks. I'm not joking. That's not a joke. He actually bought 8 of these. That's $479. Oh, so close to an air horn. Oh, so close to an air horn. You sure you don't want one more, Jeff? One more. One more will bring you up to that magic number. One more, buddy. Oh, one more. You're so close to an air horn. You sure you don't want 9? 9 divided by 3 is 3 times 3 is 9. How can you go wrong with that? I mean, come on. You need 9, and I'll blow the air horn for you. And plus, I thought you wanted 12. I ordered too many. Yeah, give one to your mom, a sister, a cousin. Just, heck, out of an act of kindness tomorrow, walk down the road and say, hey, you ever heard of Randy Rhoads? He's going to have one on the back of his toilet. He's going to have one on his kitchen. But realistically, I do have extras if anybody wants one. Lidl's Black Box. Yeah, we have I'm putting in a big restock list. I'm putting in a big restock waiting list this week. Okay? Big restock waiting list this week. So if anybody wants any old lights, make sure. And Rob, if you want a Beatles, I'll make sure you're down one. So hold on a minute. Let me pull out. So how many did I say? Realistic. Unless Jeff does want another one. I've got 4. Let me pull 4 out of the box so I know how many extras I have. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 on the table, so 4. Here's my extras. There's this, and there's this. Okay? There's this, and there's this. Okay? That's a lot of R's right there. Are these licensed? These, the company that I originally reached out to make these, when I asked them that question, they said they would handle it. So, are they? I don't think so. Is it my responsibility? No. I think they're under the classification of fan-made inspired products. So, we've been working together on designs, and I'll leave that up to them. That's up to the manufacturer. Some more Aussies came in, but they're already all spoken for. More Aussies came in, but they're all spoken for. Okay? So I'm going to tag those when I figure out who. I'll have to pull up the list. And there's the Randy Rhoads. All right, let me figure out what other miscellaneous I have. Actually, I probably could figure out whose Aussies these are if I can find on my waiting list. They may have those keyed in. Where's my computer? Well, let me make sure everybody on the pre-order got one. Where I don't need really many more ideas. I don't really need many more ideas for lights, but if y'all have some ideas, I'll start adding them to my list over here. Randy Aussie. 007 says he'll take a Randy Rhoads. All right, so Joseph Felicetti commented 5 days ago, but there might be somebody ahead of him. Oh no, my battery's very low. Maybe I have enough just to tag or look this up. Chad, notes for Chad. Oh, my phone, my laptop just died. Dang it. Yeah, I hadn't been using it as much, and I don't. Anyways, all right. 007 wants a Randy Rhodes. Thank you. That's sold to 007 for $59.99. Yeah, I'll tag those Aussies. I'll make notes for the Aussies tonight. They're all spoken for, but if anybody else wants one, let me know. Okay. Tom Waits. Yeah, I could do some singer-songwriters at some point. James Taylor. I've got a heck of a list already, though. They're working on. Hold on, stand by. The next ones being posted are David. Ooh, David Bowie just got done. Look at that. That's going to be awesome. We'll have that one. I'll post that tomorrow. And then here is roughly what the Green Day is going to look like. The Vlogger checks will like that one. And I don't have The Cure. We're doing The Cure, but we're still debating over the logo to use. I'm thinking for Paul McCartney, you know, his logo is his autograph, right? Y'all know I'm a McCartney fan. And y'all know his signature is iconic. And I think if we could just do a big light box of his signature, and I think that would look awesome. You know how the light flows through it? It'll look like it's being traced. I think that'd be cool for Paul McCartney. And then one for Wings, you know. Or maybe do Wings and Paul McCartney's signature underneath it. Kind of kill two birds with one stone. Does everybody have an Iron Maiden? The ones in stock right now are Iron Maiden, Aerosmith, and Black Sabbath. Oh no, there went 2 silver dimes on the floor. That's not good. Hope I can find those. That's like $19 on the floor. I'll look for them later. I think we're going with the Cure logo. Let me figure out what I sent them. Yeah, I told them this. It might end up looking like that. Hopefully that's the right one. Hopefully that won't make too many people mad. Dang it, Chad, that's not the one we wanted. Beastie Boys, no, but I'll write it down. And the band 311. And Tom Waits, they'll probably be definitely further down the list, but anything else I can sell y'all? I am pretty exhausted. Holy moly. I slept for a few hours. I've been here for 7 doing this with nonstop brain. And I am out of it. That's the head on the door. Okay, good. Yeah, I figured that's what everybody would want. Patrick Francis says, change it. Well, how about I'll end up making 2. I'll have to make another one later. Tomorrow you can expect another crazy show, especially if we get started at 5:30 and go to 2:30. With that being said, any last request? I'm going to try to find some food and a nap. This has been fun tonight. What do we have? 2 air horns? Thank you. Yep, and thank you for telling me to change it to blue. This was going to be clear or white. And it looks much better blue. It kind of looks like the Aussie cover, you know, the Randy Rhoads cover. And I do have some Randy Rhoads posters. We'll have to get to them this week, Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, or sometime next week. I got to go take a nap. I'm done. I'm out. Y'all are amazing, though. It's amazing how y'all exhaust me every day. So thank you. Good night. Thank y'all so much. Please come back and join me tomorrow. I know you will. We got a ton of vintage inventory. We're going to have to start knocking out this vintage inventory. Half off crates. Buy it now, best offer. More flip crates in the morning. We've accumulated a ton. So I get my mouse to work. To do over here. You ran him in. No, but I'll order some. No, but I'll order some soon. 35 for cassette bundle. Everything on the table? I don't know if I can do that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Hold on a minute. 2, 28. It's like 28 on those. You have shows in the morning. No, but you need to be watching the vintage flip crates. See it? Are you in our group, Whole Lot of Records? Make sure you join our group, Whole Lot of Records. And when you join our group, Whole Lot of Records, you'll see videos in the mornings. Every morning at 9 o'clock Central Time, I post a discount crate of vintage stuff. And I know you've been buying some Little Feat stuff. I had some Little Feat records in there marked down the other day. And I thought about you because you've been buying a lot of them. Message Collectco if you can't find it, but just go search Whole Lot of Records, like Led Zeppelin, Whole Lot of Love. Just go search Whole Lot of Records, request to join, and I'll approve you. If you can't find it, send me a message, and I'll send you a direct link because it is a private group. Okay? So, all right.